Joining me now is Monday Ubani, who's a constitutional lawyer, to help us understand this recent development. Good to see you, Monday Ubani, and just had a conversation with Muiz Bandira on the same matter. What do you make of the Federal High Court ruling removing the governor of Ebonyi State and his deputy? I think you have to unmute your device.
I'm very sorry about that.
No, that's fine.
I think you're hearing me now.
Yeah, I can hear you.
I'm very sorry about that. I'm very sorry. Yes, I was also totally taken aback by the pronouncement of the court in Abuja, the Federal High Court. Why I'm taken aback is the several and copious provisions of the Constitution, how a governor can be removed. And if I check my Constitution very well, I don't think I saw the provision that deals with the issue of defection to another political party. It's clearly not a condition for removal of a governor, let alone by court. I know that the governor also enjoying legal immunity while elected. They have to sort out the issue of whether he can be sued while as a governor in the light of the provision of the Constitution with issue of immunity. Now, if that one is sorted out, can this particular defection be a solid ground for removal when there is no such express provision in the Constitution that says that if as a governor you defect to another political party without any cogent reason, you can't lose your seat? I know that you can be removed as a governor by way of impeachment, or when you have a health issue and is certified by a board of doctors that you are not fit to continue in office. And also you can also lose your office by resignation. You can also lose office by death. I've mentioned impeachment. I don't think that the issue of defection is one of the grounds for removal of a governor. So as Dr. Muiz Bandira has said, it's really a developing jurisprudential issue. And it's going to enrich our jurisprudence if at the end of the day, Supreme Court makes a final decision on this issue. I understand that the ground on which the court reached its decision was that, one, he was elected under a platform, and that is a political party. And the vote of any election belongs to a political party, which was Amechi's case. And since he has now defected to another political party, that particular vote still is retained by PDP. But if he's going on that basis, then I think that the proper thing he would have done is to declare the governor under PDP, as the next governor. Maybe whoever may have, because there is no person who was probably a governor in PDP, because who was elected. That's why he's asking for another rerun. I think that is why he reached that decision. But as I said earlier, Umahi will certainly go to Court of Appeal, and it will take an average of 1 or 2 years for that to be decided, after which whoever is feeling dissatisfied can also go to Supreme Court. So we're giving probably a maximum of 3 years for this matter to be decided, and we have less than a year or less than that, for this present government to end. So I don't know how this will play out, but I tell you this, we have not seen the last of this case. He's going to go to Court of Appeal and end up in Supreme Court. That is what I know.
Now, let's see if we can close on this, because you just reminded Nigerians and Africa that this is not the first time that this is happening, and you cited the Rotimi Amechi case. Now, there's a precedent. But how can this actually be, happening close to an election? What does this spell for the political party that's in power, the APC, leading up to its convention just some days away?
Yeah, well, it's confusion all over the place. The APC is having a lot of, they're having several issues, bordering on the political party. And now this pronouncement, because they have regarded Ebonyi State as one of their states, in the eastern region, because the governor is an APC man. Now the court is now saying no, that that particular position should be retained by PDP, who originally won that election. So it's really confusion, all over the place. But I think the appellate court will be able to give a clearer meaning to this particular incident and pronouncement. Remember that Dr. Muiz Bandira made also a statement that also very key. that if you look at the provisions of the Constitution with regards to defection, it's only applicable to members of the Legislative Assembly, where it is provided that you cannot, unless there is crisis in your political party. But for the executive, it's clearly silent. That's why some of us are also very, surprised with this judgment. If there is no provision saying that the governor cannot move to another political party, so on what basis are you now pronouncing that he has done the wrong thing for which he's losing his seat? So it's going to be an interesting development at the appellate court. We are looking at the Court of Appeal and perhaps Supreme Court to make a final pronouncement on this issue, whether an executive can actually defect and whether it is a ground for removal of a governor who has been there for almost 3 years. I mean, he was elected the first time. He's almost doing 6 years or 7 years, and you're removing him at the twilight of his administration, whether it is a proper thing. So somebody now has to start afresh, because your term start to run when you are sworn in. So the new governor that may be elected now, if assume this thing works well, is going to start afresh. So it's clearly a confusion and a dislocation in our political system. That is what I consider. It's a total confusion all over the place.
Constitutional lawyer Monday Ubani, many thanks for unpacking this for us.
Thank you for having me. Good evening.